Hello, here we are at stage 6 value creation of your BS 11,000 implementation. And if you're working with partners in different locations, the real challenge for you will be how to create this value collaboratively. So let's have a look to see the tool here that I've created for you to start using, and by now you'll start to get an understanding of how we do this. What I've done here is I've created your value creation pipeline into 5 categories, starting with ideas, going into the discover, more into research, develop, and launch. So as you go through, you can move each of these ideas, if they get through each of the stage gates, onto the next stage. And here I've just shown you in a visual way as to where they are through your innovation or your value creation funnel. Starting with the ideas coming from the left, and with the ideas manifesting themselves into value and being launched. So now if we're looking at a different view, we've just looked at these from a list perspective, and here we've got them by category in ascending order of total 3-year sales value. And again, as you probably aware, we can categorize these in different ways and have them ascending and descending in this particular view. Another way to look at that value is again to look at the categories on the left hand side here with the outcome total. In this instance, and you can make it whatever you want, but I've made this looking at year 1, year 2, year 3 sales as a total, that if we were to do these particular projects, take these ideas and create projects and implement them, then this is the type of value creation it will deliver. Again, so it's really important to make sure there's a benefit for doing this. So once we start to do that, how do you start from the beginning? Well, one of the ways to do this is you can share this with people, and as if you remember, we can have people online at any given time, and they can be creating items. So we could add an item here, for example, and we'll leave it on the ideas. You can tag it if you wanted to with a particular area, if it was a location or just your name, for example. We'll create that, and that's automatically added in. And it might be that this particular item is within our business model, for example, so we'll move that over to there, that idea. And as we do that, as I just showed you a moment ago, we can actually see that I added that item, it's been published, and I actually updated it. And this is my face, so we know who it is with a time and date stamp of what I did. So we have an audit trail as we go along. Moving along, once we get the ideas, we now want to actually start moving them into the different innovation stages. So I might move this one over into Discover if I felt that it's now moved from an idea and we should discover more about it, and this will move it through the stage gate. And again, I'm showing it by the different areas of innovation that we're applying it to. We may then want to look at, again from the stage gate perspective, but look at what type of innovation, whether it's basic research, sustaining, breakthrough, or disruptive. Again, you can make these to whatever you want and how you define it in that way. So what we're now doing is we're building up a picture where we can now then look at the innovation type against the area that it's being applied to, for example. Then we could have a look at it to see, well, where is these ideas and these value creation projects, where are they being led and managed globally? So now we can start to see where they're appearing. Here's the one that I just did a moment ago. So maybe this was from in America, down here in California. So we'll just move that one across over to there. So now you get a visual picture of where it's all occurring across your joint partnership. As we move on, we may want to understand the degree of value creation from a low, medium, or high at the very beginning, and what we think the estimated cost might be. Again, you can change this. This is in thousands, less than 10,000, up to 30 to 50, to greater than 100,000, and what the value creation opportunity might be. As I said, you can make this axes to whatever kind of labels you want to put in there, so it means something to you. But moving on, we may want to have a look, well, what is the improvement target that we're looking at as a percentage? So if we're doing that, again, as you know in BSM, we need to have this target, but you'd also want to understand the probability of success. from a technical perspective or from a people's perspective, and you can look at your risk register and your uncertainty management to understand how well you think you're going to succeed on this. Again, just use the low, medium, high, and here we're looking at what the percentage of improvement is based on the current situation. So things in the low bit here, with a low, we probably want to go and kill these ideas. Whereas this one over here with a greater than 90% improvement and a high probability of success, then this one is looking really great. So then moving on, we can then understand from a timing perspective. So here I've just done it in a 4 horizons: a current less than 12 months, so it's actually active, to a horizon 1, which is 12 to 24 months, going out to horizon 3, which is greater than 48 months. And again, we're looking at what stage in the innovation process or value creation process it's in. You may want to view that in a more typical Gantt chart. So again, looking at the categories, and now more in a Gantt chart with its start and its duration, we can now actually understand the timing of all of these. And as we move on, you may want to view that as some kind of roadmap. As we go down the map, we can actually see where they all are in relation to that. So I hope that's of use to you. We're just going to move back up to these ones here a minute to see the type of information that you can include. So here, we've talked about the value creation metrics, the areas, the costs, the probability of success, the timing, when it's going to start and how long it's going to run for. We can look at the year 1, year 2, year 3 sales. Actually, if I pick one, because I just added that, if I just pick this one here, for example. So yeah, we can see that we've got some good sales. It dips in the middle and it picks a little back up, but we can see it's got 15.62 million out of a potential 30 million. So that's a pretty good one to be going with, and that's what you would expect when it's in the in that stage, and so you can move it on. Again, you need to be looking at that and to make sure that it's worth doing. If we look at some of the other things, you can be adding comments here, so as you develop it, you can be adding on and voting whether you like or dislike that. We can be adding other resources again to it to supplement this this particular project that we're moving forward with. We could also be adding tags, so we can use to filter it by name, by people, by country, by process, the particular process that you're improving, or product. And more importantly, you can be, as part of BS 11,000, is to learn, so lessons learned. So here you can have a rich text panel where you can actually open up and you can record your lessons learned so that other people, when they read it, they can look at it. And you can also add in links over here, so that you can link it to other information and content, so that they understand why we had this improvement, and also not to repeat any mistakes that we've done before. So this is a good tool that you can start using immediately. All you need to do is to click through to the and request a workshop or a consultation with me, and I'd be happy to share this with you and to help you improve your BS 11,000 implementation. Okay, hope that's of help to you, and look forward to speaking with you soon. Thanks very much.